Friendo, Steve here.
Hello.
And welcome back to Going in Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. It is Wrestlepalooza 2025.
Well, first one, so we have to put a year on it.
One.
But apparently it's going to be one of many.
It's Wrestlepalooza Uno, and we've got a live review.
That's a good question.
What?
You know, the WrestleMania, obviously, for the most part, not always, for the most part, follows, you know, the numbering convention.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As opposed to just putting the year on it. I wonder if they're going to do Wrestlepalooza every year, which way they're going to go with it.
Well, here's the thing. If they want this to be WrestleMania level or better, I mean, dude, we talked about this when, I forget when, I don't know. It's over the past couple months. And you had kind of speculated, because WrestleMania seems to be either Vegas or Saudi going forward, which if you think this is the only Saudi Mania, then, oh no, this is going to be a regular occurrence until they realize that it's not going to do anything for them. Wrestlepalooza sort of steps in as like, oh, this is the one the big show that we're going to try to do to get the rights fees. Well, that was sort of confirmed recently.
Yeah.
With the whole Mark Shapiro TKO talk about.
Well, at least that's the aim. He said was to put the Wrestlepalooza brand in the same quadrant as the Mania and the SummerSlam and the Royal Rumble. If this first Wrestlepalooza is any indication, got a little ways to go. In terms of getting it to that level. I mean, for one day as opposed to two. Two, arena, not a stadium. Three, like there was one really, really good match on this card.
Yeah, dude.
A couple other decent ones.
Yeah.
At least one absolute dog shit one.
Yeah. Yeah. It does have a ways to go.
Yes.
As far as the first one, all right, so let's take Triple H's 3-tiered promise that he made the other day on ESPN.
Yeah.
He promised these three things: spectacle, surprises, and most of all, fun.
But he said it in that order. So, I mean, that could be, you know, in terms of what there's to be most of or more of or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, let's go down this checklist. Do we get spectacle?
Oh, yeah, of course. We always get spectacle.
Tons of pyro. They had that video package, that long video package to open the show about how ESPN and WWE were both like maverick brands and made their way into the mainstream, and that sports and entertainment, they're not that different anyways.
You know, every brand is a maverick brand if the criteria is once we started, we were small, and then we grew. Okay, well, it's Pepsi and Coke that are maverick brands too.
Second, surprises. Kind of the most surprising thing was the surprise of Stephanie. She's going to the Hall of Fame.
I wasn't expecting to see a fucking spiral tap. That was a fucking surprise.
Vaquer's done that before.
Not in WWE?
Yes, she has. I'm pretty sure she did that in a match before.
All right. Well, I don't remember that one.
I've only seen one match of hers before she came to WWE, and that was her match against Mercedes Moné in AEW, and if she didn't do in that match, she's done it at least once in WWE, I'm pretty sure.
All right. Well, I don't remember that happening. You said the same thing about the Garza's finish, and that wasn't true either. But if somebody can find that for us, let us know, and then I'll go back and watch it. In any event, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a killer match, an absolutely killer match.
Best match on Wrestlepalooza, yeah.
Absolutely. And then I guess, dude, I don't know. Were you surprised by the Brock Cena match? That's the thing that everybody's that everybody's kind of, at least a lot of people were talking about during the show as it was going on.
You know, I'm not surprised that Brock's going to do what he normally does, which is boring Brock stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That you'll get these matches where it's just spam finish button a bunch, largely bereft of drama, storytelling. I'm not surprised that happened. I thought, given the emphasis they had on their last match where Brock beat the shit out of John Cena, they might go that route and then pivot to Cena overcoming that kind of beatdown. Obviously didn't happen. Am I shocked or surprised they went the route that they did? Was it 2014, wherever it was, 2015? I guess not totally, because that's just a Brock thing. And another thing I thought of too, especially with that video package at the head of the show, where they're really trying to make the parallels that sports and entertainment aren't that different. And Brock and UFC was featured in that video package, opened the show. That they wanted Brock to have that kind of performance because they thought it'd be the most impactful thing for him to do upon his return, to really hammer home, all right, like Brock, they mentioned it during the match, former UFC heavyweight champion, he's got that legitimacy, even though in the video package, Triple H referenced wrestling being scripted.
Mm-hmm,
Anyways, I after that and then seeing the match, like, all right, I understand. I don't like it. I get why they might have done it, though.
I get why they did it. If it simply Cena's got, I think, 4 more appearances.
Yeah,
I think he's got 4 more dates. That's what Twitter was saying.
This
anyway.
would be 5, and so 4 left. He's got Crown Jewel. He's got War Games. He's got 5 more. He's got Crown Jewel. He's got War Games. He's got the show in DC, Boston, and New York.
Okay.
He's got
all
those
right.
5.
Yeah, dude. I mean, assuming he's going to have matches at each of these, I'm assuming that this is being set up so Brock's his last match. That my assumption is it's going to be him versus Brock for his retirement match because that's the biggest match they can do marquee value wise. That's why I think they did this, and I am kind of surprised that they would waste 2 matches on Brock. But if they view Brock as marquee, which I get it, he is. I don't know in terms of how much of like a draw he actually is. Maybe they have metrics to suggest that he is. That's fine. I get it from a business perspective. But from a, hey, it's his retirement match. It's his retirement year. He just put on 2 really good matches. And then we're wasting one of them on this.
Might be wasting 2 on Brock.
At least the next one is going to be, I was just hoping that instead of splitting this up into 2 matches, they would do 1 match. They would do a single one where, exactly like you said, the first half of the match is what we saw tonight, but instead of him getting pinned, he tries to pin him and Cena keeps on kicking out, and then he's eventually able to win the match, and then Brock can just go do whatever, he's going to do. But now it looks like we've got, because there's no way. Do you think there's any possibility that they're just not going to run this back?
I mean, I suppose there's a possibility, but I'd be kind of surprised if. Yeah, of course, if I had my druthers, I really don't care to see it again. And I certainly wouldn't want it for Cena's last match. I feel like whoever Cena faces in his last match should really get the rub of potentially beating Cena in his last match. Brock doesn't need that. I mean, if it was Brock Cena again to Cena's last match, Cena would win. Anyways.
Let me interject this really quick. And I know there is a difference, and I'm assuming that would be your counter to what I'm about to say. But like, good Lord, how many times have we seen Cena put over a young talent over the years? And it's like, I just wonder if their thinking is, well, we sort of gone to that well where him putting over a young talent is supposed to be a big deal, but he loses those things every single time.
Could be. I don't know. Depends on who. Well, here, I don't think it wouldn't be anybody on like the Austin Theory, Solo Sikoa level that he would face in his last match. It'd be someone.
You're talking like a Drew or a Gunther.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone who's a former champion.
I agree with that. I if Drew would have won tonight, which we knew he wasn't going to, but if he had, and he walks in as champion and Cena says, hey, I want to see if I can go out on top, and then I'll lay the title down for the future or whatever. I don't know. And Drew beats him there. Then it's like, oh, dude, that's kind of, you would be trying to approximate Roman beating Undertaker at 33, which was supposed to be Undertaker's last match.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, okay, well, then you got that accolade. It's not just you beat him, you retired him. And so, yeah, give that to a Drew, give that to a Gunther. I just get the feeling they're going to do the last one against Brock. What do you think is more likely? They just do the next one with Brock, or they do the last one with Brock?
It's, to a certain extent, it's hard to remove my feelings about it from what I think is going to happen. I hope they just get it out of the way. Do it.
Okay,
get
yeah.
it out of the way.
Yeah, right.
But
yeah.
it might be a thing where Cena's like, well, that sucked. I need to get... He won't say it in so many words, but the idea is, well, I got to get some wins before I head out the door.
Mm-hmm,
He
yeah.
gets a couple wins. to prime him for a rematch against Brock, and that one he wins.
And then he goes out on top. Yeah. I mean, I could also understand, they call him the GOAT, the great, the never seen 17, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I could understand why at this point they would be cool with him going out on top. Boy, that'd make Bill mad, huh? That'd make Goldberg mad. Why didn't I get to go out on top? But yeah, I don't know, man. This was not really what I was hoping for, but in retrospect, I guess I'm not terribly surprised.
Even in terms of the quality of the performance, it wasn't even very good.
Well, that's a foregone conclusion right there.
Yeah,
but,
Brock's involved. I know.
Dude, I know, but that's the thing. It's like, I know, look, Brock has had good matches. Like, he's had good matches. Usually it's against smaller dudes, like the Ray match, the Daniel Bryan match, all that.
Yeah.
He's got good matches under his belt. But, the flip side of that is for every one good match he's got, there's like 5 finisher spam matches where it's just the same bullshit.
The idea, if he does the finisher spamming match against a smaller wrestler, I don't know. I guess the idea is, well, that's not going to be compelling in any way. Not that this is. But that provides them an opportunity to tell different stories as opposed to Brock spams finisher button, which he can do with the Cenas and the Romans and guys like that. But if he just gets in the ring and throws Daniel Bryan around the ring with 10 F5s, all right, that's not compelling.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah.
There needs to be a different story being told there.
Yeah. This is supposed to be like, oh, the guy he's up against is like kind of a monster as well. He's unbeatable or whatever. Greatest of all time. Oh my God, it's so shocking that he's being manhandled, as opposed to like if he actually manhandled somebody much smaller, that's not really shocking. Yeah. I get you. I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's just, honestly, it just felt like the same boring Lesnar stuff that we've been fed for years and years now.
Well, it was an interesting juxtaposition because I had that on this monitor. On this monitor, I had Hangman versus Kyle Fletcher going at the same time. So I was watching both of them.
Mm-hmm. I hate. By the way, I'm so glad that at least for the rest of the year, we're not going to have that shit.
No,
because just like and I understand, like we have to do our damnedest to just deal with that and not complain about it. But this is me. Just really quick. I fucking hate doing the double screen thing. I never understood, dude. Remember there was like some like podcasters and content creators who would like do both, like when NXT and AEW was head to head.
Yeah.
Why?
My old brain can't handle that anymore. No.
No, nobody's really can.
Maybe in my youth I could do it, but not now. No.
It's just it makes everything worse.
And then especially after you've already been sitting here watching wrestling for 5 hours, whatever it is. Like for me, I've been sitting in this chair for 5 hours,
Yeah, I did, dude. I didn't even bother because of how we do things with AEW stuff. I was sitting here for those hours, and then for the WWE one, I was like, well, I'm not going to move with my couch now. Yeah. Might as well just sit here in this same chair. So I'm with you on that one, man. I'm with you on that.
But anyways, it was an interesting juxtaposition to see the story they were telling with Brock and Cena, and you watch Hangman and Fletcher. And they're beating the hell out of each other. It was a long match, and if, long matches ain't your thing, I get it. But in terms of the quality of the in-ring work, you can't quibble. There were some sequences in that match that were spectacular in Hangman and Fletcher. It was long, but man, some of it was so good. And to see those two matches literally side by side, it's an interesting juxtaposition there. Let's leave it that way.
It is. I mean, if I were to put Hangman and Fletcher up next to Iyo versus Stephanie, I might feel a little bit different, but I totally get what you're saying. It is very much like, this is what you get with WWE, and like, this is what WWE aims to do. This is their marquee stuff.
Yeah, that's the main event level stuff they want to do. Yeah.
And this is AEW's marquee stuff. And to each their own. And if you enjoy, WWE's marquee stuff, which I often do. But this is a situation where it was like, oh God, it's just the same thing.
Yep.
The same thing that they always do.
Just the same thing.
Yeah. We're going to dive deeper into Wrestlepalooza in just a moment here, but we do have some sponsors for the show today. So let's go ahead and talk about them.
Let's do it. This episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by him. Steve, I came up short winning this month's predictions challenge, but I won last month, which means I get this hat. But here's the thing. I don't really need another hat to cover my head. Neither do you, for that matter. What we need is to get ourselves some personalized plans to what? Regrow our hair from Hims.
There's no we in this situation here. As much as you're trying to drag me down with you, but could maybe just tell me more, maybe.
All right, I'll tell you more. Listen to this. Hims offers convenient access to a range of doctor-trusted, clinically proven prescription hair loss treatment options with ingredients that work in as little as 3 to 6 months. You writing this down?
Yes.
Yeah. Best of all, you don't have to go out of your way to do it because Hims brings expert care right to you with 100% online access to personalized treatments. Here's something for you to really take note of, Steve. For example, you can get trusted treatments while sitting on that couch right there behind you. That one right there.
I can do it right there at the couch.
Right there, yes. So, for simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/goinginraw. That's hims.com/goinginraw for your free online visit. hims.com/goinginraw.
Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
And this episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by Cash App. You know, I was reminded recently about how much overdraft fees just absolutely stink.
Oh, yeah.
Thought back to when I was working my very first job many years ago, and I got hit with some ridiculous overdraft fee that ate up basically a full day's worth of work. It ruined my day.
Those overdraft fees. So annoying. Thankfully, though, man, Cash App does more than you think when it comes to having your back and making sure your money stays your money. If you direct deposit at least $300 in paychecks each month and use the Cash App card for purchases, you can unlock up to $200 in free overdraft coverage. If you overdraft unexpectedly, there are no hidden fees.
Manage your money on your terms and take advantage of free overdraft coverage up to $200 on Cash App today. For a limited time, only new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code CashApp10 in your profile. Send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App.
Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Overdraft coverage provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. As you mentioned, unfortunately, Larson, no repeat. I don't know if we've ever had a repeat before, have we?
I don't believe we have. It's tough.
I don't think we have. It is tough. When you have so many dudes you got to beat off, in this thing, and gals. It's really difficult to repeat. But do we have a winner for the T-shirt?
We do by 3 points. Wow. J2X is your
J2X
predictions challenge for the month of September. So congratulations.
That's awesome. Very well. Very good. Very good. So that's really cool. And then, of course, we move on now. We look forward, Larson, not backwards. J2X, you need to get in contact with us somehow. We got the Twitter. If you're on Twitter at Steven Larson, hit us up in the DMs. If you're on Patreon, just send us a DM. You can actually get a free membership. If you're on YouTube, YouTube makes it hard. If you're on YouTube, I don't know what to tell you. But you can get a free membership on Patreon that allows you access to our DMs. So just maybe do that if you don't have any other way to do it. I know we have an email address, but I honestly, we never use it. I forget what it is, like Friendo Club or something. I don't know what it is. In any event. Maybe I'll repeat it.
Set up an email for this purpose, for this type of stuff.
It's going to be Friendo JTX prize. Get it. Get.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. That's great. So we move on forward now, Larson, to October, where, according to my little thing here, we got Crown Jewel Peth and then Wrestle Dream. It's going to be something. What?
Did you notice that Michael Cole said the Crown Jewel titles will be defended at the eponymous pay-per-view event?
What?
Yeah, he mentioned that when Tiffany Stratton was in the crowd.
Does Turkey know that? Did anybody clear it by him? I feel like that's a Turkey thing.
I don't know.
All right. Well, if Turkey says it's cool, then I guess it's cool. That's good. Right on. Continuity for Crown Jewel. Okay.
Guess so.
So what? Who champion? Cody versus Seth?
Yeah, it'll be Cody and Seth, and it'll be Tiffany and Stephanie Vaquer.
Ooh. All right. Well, that's cool. Right on. That's fun. So those are going to be the events for October for the Predictions Challenge. So if you want in on the next Predictions Challenge, and then you can be the guy that dethroned Larson, who dethroned the guy that cashed in on the guy that dethroned me, Steve. See, now you're in the lineage, Larson. Now you're in the lineage.
I was in the lineage before you even won one of these.
We got some new members here, Larson. We got Frolicious, been a member for 22 months, actually. He re-upped, or they re-upped.
Thank you, Frolicious.
Says, long day of watching wrestling. Not sure if it was worth it. Well, we all have to make that determination for ourselves.
Yeah.
Brandon York says, after being a member for 18 months, says, as a Canadian, I'm very grateful that it didn't cost me $30. You know. And then we also got Starman Stubbs. Member also for 18 months. I'm going to assume he's from Canada also. So I'll say this. This PLE was such a dud to me. Cena losing to Brock is such a bad call at IMO. God, they're going to run it back, aren't they?
Yeah, regardless where they run it back, they are going to have another match.
Mm-hmm.
I would guess.
And then Dave Matushek. Dave's been a member for 29 months.
Thank you,
And he says, not related to Wrestlepalooza, but All Out got me hyped as Maximilian Dude when I see a satisfying return. Maximilian's from Sac, isn't he from like our neck of the woods?
Oh, maybe.
I thought he was. I thought we had made that revelation. I could be completely fucking wrong about that.
Oh,
Maybe
someone
I'm
did answer
totally
the question
wrong.
about Stephanie doing the spiral tap
In
apparently.
NXT.
In NXT.
So it doesn't really count.
Well, I mean, that's part of WWE, man.
Well, there you go. Well, you got that one right. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Right on. Anyways.
Let's talk about Wrestlepalooza. Do you want to do that, or you want to plug more stuff?
Do we have more stuff to plug? Friendo Club, we got bonus episodes. We got, I never even told people how to do the predictions challenge. So October predictions challenge.
Yeah, got to plug that.
Yeah. Go to patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Click on the Friendo Club setup there. It's $5 a month. Or you can click join right here at youtube.com. Like all these people, all these members that I'm talking about, they all click join. Like Chad McClarkham, he's been a member for 46 months. He says, Stephanie Vaquer as the new world champion. Hell yeah. I say hell yeah also because that's fucking awesome. That's great.
Agreed.
All right, dude. All right, now we can talk about it.
All right, now we can talk. Someone asked if I got my Del Taco for Worlds Collide. We had a bet about that, didn't we? About who would win.
Yeah.
I think you owe me Del Taco.
All right.
So I got them all right except for Dom winning.
Okay. Yeah, but that was a big one. You whiffed big on that one. That was huge. Because I said what's his face was going to win. I said Dom was going to win that one.
Yeah, but then you got the other one wrong.
Well, then we're tied up.
I could check the confidence points. That's why I do confidence points.
How about this? We'll get each other Del Taco. How about that? I think that's a great idea.
Nobody gains. Nobody gains. Anyway, let's talk about Wrestlepalooza. So they got to do signature because it's the ESPN era now. So
this thing's 30 seconds long. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's super long. It's more, instead of having like all the WWE superstar constellations in the universe, it's just more like B-roll with graphics and music and stuff.
Yeah, like, come on. Where's the inspiration here? I like when it was in space, man.
Yeah.
You know, I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, so Sergeant Fambro here says Maximilian Dude lives in Santa Monica. I swear to God, that dude was from Sacramento. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know.
Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. So then Michael Cole introduces the show. Even on their PLEs now, they got wrestlers showing up to the venue. They must have some research, market group research that says this is, or focus group research that says this is what people want to see to open their wrestling programs.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's still.
And I guess it's a way.
Mystery.
Maybe it's this.
Yeah.
Maybe people turn on their wrestling. It's like, I don't know who's going to be on. And if I know who's going to be on the show, I'm more inclined to watch or not watch.
It's the same goddamn people it is every week,
walked
man.
through the door with his luggage. Cody's on the show. I'm watching. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of, honestly.
I mean, well, no. I mean, you know, you want to try to program your stuff so that immediately, you know, the first 30 seconds on YouTube, those are very important. You got to think the same thing for, you know, I mean, the first 30 seconds of WWE is that 30-second long signature they got.
Yes, it's long.
You know, it's like, oh, it's reminding you of good times. You know, might be a lot of casuals out there who are like, remember what happened to Vince McMahon? Why isn't he on this thing? That guy was
He was in the video package that followed, though.
Oh, yeah. They did like a really extensive video package.
Yeah. So that's what happened next after Michael Cole introduced the show. You see a bunch of wrestlers arrive. We get a video package that's voiced by Triple H that talks about the parallel paths that ESPN and WWE have taken leading to their partnership.
Maverick Brands.
And you got Styx Renegade scoring this thing.
Yeah. That's a solid song.
It is a solid song. One of Styx's better tunes, I would say.
I'm not a Styx aficionado.
I'm not either. Like, honestly, I know this. I know what Come Sail Away, and then Mr. Roboto. That's it.
Those are wildly divergent songs.
They are.
Yeah. I'm not really into that.
That's what they play on the radio, pretty much.
You know what I've been into lately, dude? Adam Ant.
Interesting.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Goody Two Shoes, killer
Goody Two
song right
Shoes.
there.
Yeah,
He was upset because the tabloids were all over his ass all the time, so he wrote Goody Two Shoes. Still at it, you know.
Yeah. A lot of those people that were huge stars in the '80s, they're still at it.
Take good care of yourself, and you know you could be 70 years old. I saw Iggy Pop on like a TikTok the other day. You know, he's got like severe scoliosis, but he's up there doing his thing still.
Yeah. So, like I said, this video package, you know, parallel paths for ESPN, WWE. There's a couple shots of Vince in like the '80s, mid '80s, I want to say, and you know, the Maverick brands, and the kind of the punctuating statement at the end of the video package was, oh no, sorry, yeah, it was you know, sports and entertainment, not too different after all. And so they cut to Triple H. He's in the ring. He says, "Can you feel it? What you're about to witness is the final form of sports and entertainment. Sports and entertainment have gone through Rawgate. Mutated into their final form.
Now it's Spentertainment."
Yeah, there you go, Spentertainment. So he says, if tonight is your first night, let me welcome you to WWE. Let me welcome you to ESPN. Let me welcome you to Wrestlepalooza. And then probably about $300,000 worth of pyro goes off.
Yeah.
A ton of pyro.
So much pyro, dude. Yeah, but that's, you know, hey, in the little, you know, his little mission list, ching ching, it was the spectacle.
Yeah.
You know, we got that.
That's what he listed first, and that's probably what he felt he had most confidence points on achieving spectacle.
Next up, we had kind of a surprise, I guess, but I wouldn't mark the box here. Pat McAfee.
It's in
showed
Indianapolis. Of course, Pat McAfee's going to be there. Get out of here with this being a surprise.
Hey, bro, they only have 5 matches. He only stuck around for like 3.
I know.
Oh, man. He's there with Tyrese Halliburton, who's taken the mantle of #1 WWE fan these days. And he comes to commentary, of course, and we open up with 8 minutes of Brock Lesnar doing Brock Lesnar shit. He has his entrance. It's got lasers and shit.
Yeah, he does have lasers in his entrance now. That's new.
Yeah, my screen, because, you know, I was using the VPN here for the Cena, and maybe because I was like doing the 2 streams at the same time, plus how we view AEW Discord. My Cena entrance was very pixely.
Well, you know, sometimes I think it's also kind of dependent on whatever color palette your screen is trying to work with.
Yeah.
That yellow was really bright.
The refresh rate, you got to plunk down an extra $1,000 for like a decent refresh rate. Otherwise, it's all 60. Yeah. 60 sucks. I've learned that. And so I was like, holy shit. John Cena is finally going to put the test. Who's going to win? Like 1 full-size John Cena or 100 small John Cenas against Brock Lesnar? Because like I just saw a mass of little tiny John Cenas, and then I realized, like, I look on social media, it's like, oh, it's probably, you know, like Make-A-Wish kids or something like that. Whatever it is, a bunch of little kids wearing John Cena outfits. And I was like, damn it, I wish they had cloned him like 30 times, you know, to go test that out against Brock Lesnar. Maybe that would have been the smart move here, because he comes out and he gets his ass absolutely handed to him. He did dole out, I think it was 3 AAs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I took
3.
some notes
3.
here.
Yeah, he was 3 AAs. First one, Brock gets right back up. Second one, Brock pretty much gets right back up. And then after the third one, Cena covers and Brock pretty much kicks out immediately.
Yeah, and then we get a third F5, a fourth F5, a fifth F5, and a sixth F5. I think it was 6 that did the job.
Yeah.
On him. And then he pinned Cena, and that was it. Kids were crying.
Yeah.
Which, you know, their parents really should clue them into they got to smarten them up on the business. You know, isn't it wild that Steve Austin, like his first match, he didn't even realize that wrestling was fake? Yeah. That's what he claims anyways. That's wild business.
Yeah, I know.
So Brock got the win. He stalked around the ring, and then the ref is in there checking on John Cena, checking on Peacemaker. Brock gets back in, gives the ref probably the nastiest F5 of the entire night.
Drops him on his head, it looked like.
Bro, he went high with that one.
And then he picked him up by his pants and tossed him to the side.
Tried to. It was like a one man Shaker Heights spike.
Yeah, kind of. And he tried to give him what looked to be like an atomic wedgie.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. And then he hits Cena with another F5. And there you go. And then he leaves finally.
He leaves, yeah.
Yeah.
So then Cena he peels himself off the mat, limps up the ramp, stops at the stage, and motions to the crowd saying it's goodbye to Indianapolis. And that was that.
Yep.
So then we get a video package hyping up Bronn and Bronson injury specialist against the Usos. We go back to the Countdown show earlier in the day where the Usos and Bronn and Bronson are arguing. They're getting each other's faces. Pierce steps in, and he thinks it's a great idea to appoint a special guest ref for this match, and that special guest ref is, LA Knight.
First drunk decision of the night for Adam Pearce, but this is one that I liked because, as opposed to just LA Knight coming out to, kerfuffle the match or something, he was able to kerfuffle it in an official capacity.
Yeah, kind of. So then this next match, the Usos versus Bronn and Bronson, was supposed to be the EMF friendly match. So they showed this little thing that looks like it should be a plot device in a movie, like a MacGuffin.
It was about the size of like an iPhone, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like, it looks kind of like, I don't know, bronze-ish, but with like some very elaborate.
Yeah, it's very intricate, the design on it.
Yeah, right.
And it's got like two, I don't know what you call them, but like two areas where apparently, I don't know, I didn't read the literature for this, but if they claim to do something. But I really appreciated that the first thing basically that Jimmy Uso said, everybody get out your cell phones. Let's just put as many EMFs in this arena as we can right now. Let's do it.
So this is that Aries tech, because he really wanted to test this out. I appreciate this. Okay, dude, am I tripping or like when they went to the close-up of by the way, this is an Aries Zone Max. I just looked it up. When they went to the close-up on this thing, did commentary just stop talking?
There were several times during the show where normally there would be commentary and they were not talking. And it wasn't just this. There was other times where they would do a shot of something and no one was saying anything. It was weird.
Okay, all right. I wonder if this was one of those situations, because it did sound like when they came back, they were talking about one of the somebody's making their entrance. And they're like, oh, I didn't shake my hand or something like that. I think it was, I don't know, Jimmy or Jay, maybe somewhere. LA Knight. It was LA Knight was coming down as ref.
LA Knight was the first one out, yeah.
Yeah. And then they went on a close-up on this thing. Now, here's the great thing about this Aries Zone Max. They're absolutely not a sponsor. But right now, according to this, you get 139 feet, which is a very specific number, of protection. So you're shielded for 139 feet. And right now you can get it for $349.95. Well, yeah, I'm telling you what they're claiming here. But it's down. So did you hear me? $349, but it's down from $700. There's a $699. There's a $699.95 crossed out.
They're charging you $700 for something that doesn't do anything?
Dude, may I ask you a question? Are we in the wrong field, so to speak? Should we get into like, hey, I got like Lacey's got, her jewelry stuff.
Yeah.
I can go and get some like, I don't know, copper plating. Costs like maybe $3. Put some crazy, zigzag shit in it. $350. Hey, $300. How about $299?
Well, I think you got to make outrageous claims that actually does something. I think that's the selling point.
We're both very creative people. We graduated from film school. Come on, what does it do? Protects people from. How about this? We know in 2027 aliens are going to come.
Aliens, yes. Protects you from aliens.
Or it's some sort of guarantee that you are protected from those aliens. Like it connects you with them, so they're like, he's cool.
Oh, it's like they land on Earth, they see you wearing this jewelry.
They dap you up. They're like,
exactly.
Blah, 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 blah.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends. Yeah.
Friends. Exactly.
Yeah. Not only protect you, you'll be friends with the aliens.
Oh, you hang out with them?
Yeah.
You go watch some of their entertainment, whatever that is. It'll be wild. Alien entertainment.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can always get a necklace. It's called Flex. It's $240.
I think we've dedicated way too much time on our show to this stuff.
Sorry. Proceed, please.
It's ridiculous. Anyway, so the Usos make their entrance through the crowd. This is when Jimmy says, "Everybody, get out your cell phones and turn on your flashlights because they're about to have a party here."
We're about to have an EMF party.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, let's flood this entire arena with all the EMFs we possibly can. Oh, that cracked me up. So that was the next match: the Usos versus Bronn and Bronson injury specialists. LA Knight was the ref in this match, and there was like a little bit of beef between him and Jay, but didn't really lead to the finish that much.
No, not really. I mean, Jay was annoyed that LA Knight was counting in a completely normal and typical fashion. He hit, I think, Bronn or somebody with a spear, and LA Knight goes down there. It does a very normal count, and Jay got mad at him.
Nothing out of line about it.
Yeah, and then there was some weird shit on the outside where it was kind of funny because LA Knight was talking shit to Bronson Reed, and he said, "You're not gonna get away with that shit." And Bronson Reed's like, "I can do whatever I want." And
What preceded that, though, it was weird, is that Bronson's on the apron. LA Knight goes over to him, and he's about to hit him.
Yeah, right.
And then he stops.
Yeah.
There's like a little moment they have. Bronson drops down to the floor, and LA Knight follows and says, "You can't be doing that."
Yeah, I kind of appreciate that for a moment. LA Knight showed his age, and he just forgot that he was supposed to be a ref. That's something I can relate to that.
Yeah.
So he's out there, and then Jay Uso hits a suicide dive, ends up hitting Reed, and it looked like, and then LA Knight was like, "Was that meant for me?" And then Jay just kept saying, "Yeah, maybe." That was pretty funny.
So then Heyman slides a chair in the ring to Braun Breaker. Jay super kicks him, picks up the chair, swings at Braun, but Braun evades. And then Jay almost hits LA Knight with the chair.
Yeah.
So then Jay just blasts Braun with it anyways. Chucks it at Bronson Reed. Braun hits Jay with a spear. At some point in all this, Jay just got busted open. He was bleeding a ton.
Yeah, dude, I saw they showed
blood sprayed all over Braun's back.
On Twitter. There was a replay of it, and for the life of me, I watched this thing like 4 times, and it was when he was bringing the chair up. Maybe he had the chair. I don't know what it was.
Did he hit himself in the head with the chair?
It's not easy to see exactly what it was. Maybe he cut himself as he was bringing it up. Weirdly, I don't know, but he was bleeding like a stuck pig.
Yeah, there was a ton of blood on Braun's back. So then Braun spears both the Usos through a table, but Jay pushes LA Knight. It's really subtle. I didn't notice it until I watched the replay. Pushes LA Knight out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
So then Braun tags in Bronson Reed. Reed hits Jay with a tsunami to get the win.
Yeah, so it wasn't quite tension in the Usos. They were working like a well-oiled machine like they always do. Yeah, and it wasn't even LA Knight got, all up in Jay's business. This is a good showing for the Vision here.
Yeah.
And I thought, the stuff between Jay and LA Knight, I thought it was fine, but it wasn't over the top or anything.
No, it wasn't. After that, we had a video package hyping up Iyo versus Stephanie Vaquer. That match is next. Before that, though, they show Tiffany in the crowd. Michael says she's interested in the outcome of this one because she'll be competing for the Crown Jewel title.
Okay, that's what it was.
Month.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that match was next. Stephanie versus Iyo. Without a doubt, the best match on the Wrestlepalooza card.
This was a ton of
this
fun.
was several tiers above anything else on the show.
It was. No, absolutely. This was really fun.
They gave it 17 minutes, you said?
It was actually 20. It was 20
minutes. Yeah, they gave it plenty of time. It was laid out really well. Performances were great. Everything was executed really good.
This was
a lot of really good back and forth.
It's perfect because you don't really you don't know who's going to win. This could have gone either way, And although Iyo is obviously Iyo's got the accolades. I love the decision making here because Stephanie gets beat here. You don't know, okay, well, what do they really think of her? What can we expect from this character who we like a lot? Iyo's got the resume. She's got the resume, and they told a really good story and really good reasoning as to why she lost this. They're doing the old work a body part thing. Mm-hmm. And Stephanie winning this puts her in a great spot, and hopefully they'll do a lot of cool shit with her. But the match was it was so good. It had everything, and they got it all in 20 minutes, and the 20 minutes never let up. It never once let up. This was really, really phenomenal stuff.
It was really, really good. So Stephanie ends up getting the win. So she hits does the Devil's Kiss, hits an SVB, but Iyo kicks out. So then Stephanie goes up top. Iyo rolls over by the ropes, gets up, hits a palm strike. Then a top rope Spanish fly. That gets her a 2. Iyo hits a Meteora, drops her knee pads, hits another one, then a running knee. She goes up top for the moonsault. I think this is her third attempt at the moonsault. Misses. Stephanie then goes up and hits the spiral tap to get the win.
Is there any possibility, and this would be a big bummer, you got Perth coming up in 3 weeks.
3 weeks, they said that Rhea's going to beat Stephanie for it.
Yeah. Did they set this up just for Rhea to beat Stephanie?
I think it would make more sense for Iyo to win this match if that were the case, because Rhea's thing is, I need to beat Iyo.
Is it possible that that is her prize in Perth, just the Iyo match?
Could be. Yeah.
I think I'd prefer that because I don't want Stephanie losing that title anytime soon. You do that shit, and it's like, oh, why are we even bothering?
Yeah, no,
here?
it's going to be pretty deflating.
Yeah. Real quick, though, we have on the YouTube 821 people watching live with us. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. Thank you.
Internet seems to be holding up pretty well.
So far, so good. We got about 86 here on the Twitch, too.
Do us a solid if you're on the YouTube. Hit that thumbs up. It looks like a little decapitated hand right there.
Well, no, I mean, it'd be disembodied.
No, it's a hand without a head. It's decapitated.
Well, the hand's not attached directly to the head, Steve.
Hands without a face.
So then we had Seth and Becky teaming up against CM Punk and AJ Lee. This match was kind of split into two halves, in my mind. The first half was very old school, very traditional, cut the ring in half, isolate an opponent, and it went on a little long, in my estimation.
It was 30 minutes long. Yeah, it was 29.
Yeah, so probably CM Punk got isolated for a good 13 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And once he gets that hot tag into AJ and the match picks up, it gets much better. But it was like almost comically over the top in terms of, cutting the ring in half. Someone's going to run over and trip AJ off the apron.
Yeah.
That type of stuff. It was a bit much.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Yeah, this was kind of a match you can sort of walk in and out on a little bit because I kind of did that when I was making my dinner. But I thought the chemistry with everybody was really, really good. There was like a picture that got on social media of them practicing in the ring.
All the matching gear was fantastic.
Oh,
Seth
man.
and Becky's gear was great. Shout out to Seth. He must be a sneakerhead. He's rocking some AE1s, chrome colorway.
Yeah.
Matching gear.
The entrances for Seth and Becky were phenomenal.
Great.
They're up on that.
Descended from that platform.
Yeah, that was great.
That was great.
They look like aliens. Like,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
like old Star Trek aliens. Not like the 2027 ones.
No.
Which, you can cozy up to with the Steven Larson device.
Yeah.
Unnamed device yet. Patent pending.
Unnamed jewelry device.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Or you can get the plate, put it on your house.
There you go. And then Punk had great gear. He had a satin jacket that said AJ's husband on it.
Yeah.
And then his trunks were great. Oh, yeah, great looking gear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Yeah, no, I mean, I thought the match, when it boiled down, it was pretty fun. It was good stuff.
Once it got going, it was fun. But the first half is it was a bit of a slog.
Yeah.
So once it got going, the ref just like stopped enforcing any rules because there is this towards the end when they're out in the announce tables. I think it's Jessica Carr was just standing in the ring, not counting.
Yeah.
And I'm not not throwing shade at her or any ref. I'm sure that was what they were told to do.
Oh, of course.
Because that they want this stuff to play out in a certain way.
Well, also, I like that within the universe, within the story, sometimes you get refs' discretion. And it's like, you know what? They're just doing their thing. Like, it's a showcase match. It's not for a title. Let's just go ahead and let them do what they're doing out there. It's a big deal match. Fine with that.
Yeah. So they're on the floor. Everybody's hitting each other's moves. There's AJ hitting a stomp on Seth to break up a pin.
Yeah, that was fun. That was after Punk had already hit a stomp on Seth, yeah.
Yeah. So Becky then hits AJ with a manhandle slam. AJ kicks out of that. So a little bit later, Punk and AJ, they have the advantage. They're down the floor. They clear off the announce tables. So AJ's looking for a manhandle slam on Becky on one announce table. Punk's looking for a pedigree on Seth on the other. Becky and Seth block. They look for moves. However, Punk reverses that, gets Seth up for a GTS. Well, Becky pushes AJ off their table into Punk on the other table to break up the GTS, and the table collapses.
Yeah, right.
And AJ kind of takes a nasty spill.
Yeah.
And the first thing Punk does, make sure she's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So then Becky throws AJ back in the rings, looking for a manhandle slam. AJ counters with the Black Widow. Becky taps. There's like 5 sharpshooters in this match, too. There's tons. If you like sharpshooters, watch this.
There was a lot of sharpshooters, yeah.
Becky taps. Punk and AJ get the win.
Yeah. I mean, you got to figure this is going to set up an AJ going after Becky for the Intercontinental Championship.
You think so?
Yeah, I would think that's probably the case. After that, of course, you and I had sort of figured this would be the case because there's only 5 matches on the card. So we're like, okay, wait a second. What's going to fill out the 5? Oh, a legend segment. Probably the Undertaker. I had speculated that it was going to be Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H doing shenanigans. Now, Triple H had already come out earlier with his $300,000 worth of pyro.
Yeah.
This time, Undertaker came out. And he got up and, dead man, he took the goatee, the big bushy gray goatee off, and he just had the, small dead man ink goatee, rides his motorcycle out. And there in the corner watching is Stephanie next to Nick Khan. And Stephanie's clapping and, she's like, what's going on? And he looks over at Stephanie. And he comes over. He's got a microphone. It's like stand-up comedy Undertaker. This guy, since he's got his podcast, he's ready for the stand-up, I think. One-man show, maybe. So he's on his microphone, and he says, Stephanie, can I sit over there? Is there an open seat? And she's like, yeah, Undertaker, of course. Come over. So he goes over the barricade. He sits down next to her. It's actually really cute. It's awkward, but it's cute as hell. And he says, I noticed something. I was at the fight last month, and you were there as well. And now I'm here, and I notice you're here as well. Are you following me? And she says, I've been following you for a long time, Undertaker. He's like, oh, it's too long. Let's not talk about that. And then he tells her that he's there to let her know that she's in the Hall of Fame class of 2026.
This is her reaction.
But she was very touched by this.
Yeah.
And I think that's a pretty cool deal. So is she getting the Triple H spot? I mean, is this going to be in the lead up to Wrestle?
Spot?
Yeah, like not just the headline spot, but what comes with the headline spot?
Oh, all the video packages, yeah.
Every week.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Every week, video package after video package, and she's going to be responsible for the Women's Revolution in WWE and all that stuff.
Wouldn't doubt it. It was interesting because right before they cut away, she's hugging Undertaker. Nick Khan is there too, and I think Undertaker asked, "Is Hunter in trouble?" And you could, I'm not much of a lip reader, but she quite clearly said, "Oh yes, he's in trouble."
Oh, I kind of love that. It was a sweet moment. It was a sweet moment. So good on Stephanie. And then
finally we had our main event.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre challenged Cody Rhodes for that WWE title.
Oh.
So, I'll say this.
Yeah.
This wasn't necessarily a situation where Drew was so fixated on something that he lost his cool. For some reason, the ref just wasn't doing their job terribly well. Because
this is the same ref, isn't it? That told Randy Orton he couldn't punt.
Yes.
Drew in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy, he's got a stick up his ass, man.
Yeah, he's kind of doing a bit too much as a referee. So at one point in the match, Drew goes over and rips the top turnbuckle off. And the ref's like, all right, give it to me so I can put it back on. Drew just throws it out of the ring entirely. And so there's a moment where Cody's charging towards Drew in that corner, and the ref gets out of the way by getting out of the ring.
Yeah.
Slides out of the ring. Well, Drew rolls up Cody, has him down for like a good 2.5, 3 seconds before the ref gets back in the ring to count the pinfall.
So it's like 6, 7 seconds in total. Yeah.
So there's a win for Drew. Later on, Drew's got Cody in the same situation as 5 weeks back, where his head is up against the announce table. He hits a Claymore there, tosses him back in the ring. He wins. Mm-hmm. The ref gets in his way.
Yeah.
Drew wasn't about doing anything illegal.
Nope.
He
you can
wasn't
do
breaking
that.
the rules.
You can do that.
And so by the time Drew says, all right, well, I'm not going to listen to you, referee. He tries for it. Cody's come to enough that he evades the Claymore. And so Drew Claymores the announce table.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, my leg.
He did. They did a good job rigging that thing though, because it looked legitimately like, oh my god, he fucked himself up.
Yeah.
Like I would obviously it was just whatever they use for that particle, maybe not even particle board, whatever it is,
plywood, something like that.
But it looked great. The spot looked really good.
Yeah. So they get back in the ring after that. So Drew's having a hard time standing. So Cody's looking for a disaster kick. Instead, Drew hits the headbutt. And he's looking for a claymore, but his leg gives out.
Mm-hmm.
And so Cody hits the super Cody cutter and then follows with the crossroads to get the win. They each kick out of each other's finisher. Like, it was a fine match, but just, this thing where this time the ref is what cost him the match.
Yeah. No, it's that same damn ref, which I guess you can say there's some symmetry there because he prevented Drew from having his head drilled in. And they did that bit at the beginning, which was kind of funny of like, oh, Cody's woozy. Oh.
Yeah, from the getting Claymored 5 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, then on, SmackDown last
Commentary
night,
was saying it was about SmackDown, yeah.
Yeah, Wade said normally a kick like that would keep you out for a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So does Drew have a case here of like, this ref was too in my business and that's why I lost this match and they're going to run it back?
Well, whether he actually does or not, he's going to make that case.
Do you think, okay, well, let me ask you, is like from a story perspective, do you think they're going to run this back in Perth?
No, because Cody's facing Seth.
Oh, that's right. Seth, yeah.
So it's entirely possible Drew cost Cody that match to get his pound of flesh for this one, thus leading to them having a rematch at some point down the line. Maybe at War Games, if neither of them, I don't think either of them would be involved in the War Games match, so they have a title match there.
Now that, it's at a stadium too. Cody is the reigning Crown Jewel champion. He's going into Crown Jewel Perth. Will that match determine who is top title?
It'll go a long way if Seth beats Cody by interference or not. And if Seth wins, there's going to be interference probably. If the World Heavyweight Champion beats the WWE Champion for the Crown Jewel title, then it goes a long way.
Pretty big deal, right?
Pretty massive.
We just need 2 high-profile title matches on the same pay-per-view to figure out which one's going to main event. That's what we would need.
Yep.
To find out really who's the top champion, or top championship, I should say at this point. We got a couple. Hey, did you want to do our star ratings?
Good.
Do you have?
I have them.
I'm just I have them up here. Just gonna do them on the spot.
On the spot. All right. Let's.
Well,
do it.
this is what I'd like to do though. I'd like to make a request to the friendos out there. We have 934 people watching. We need you guys to go to social media after this and post our star ratings and be as rude as possible. I can't believe Steven Larson.
Oh, you want to muster up a conversation?
We need to muster up. Well, some call it conversation. I call it toxicity. We need people to argue about our star ratings and to be why their opinions matter. And then eventually it's like
don't.
Because I know exactly, but we need people to say that because that's how we become those other guys, dude.
All right.
Just saying.
I mean, whatever. We'll do our star ratings and whatever happens, I guess.
Buddy, I'm trying to get you some money here. All right. And when people argue about your opinion, then that's where the real money comes in. Or the alien protector.
Honestly, at this juncture, the alien protector device is probably going to be a more lucrative thing than people arguing over our star ratings, to be perfectly honest with you. We should probably pedal to the metal, all gas, no brakes on the alien protector things.
All right, man. I love when a plan comes together. I love it.
All right. Star ratings time.
All right.
For Wrestlepalooza.
Yeah.
How low could we go with this one, Steve? Brock Lesnar versus John Felix Anthony Cena. What'd you give this one?
I gave this match -2 stars. Fuck them for this shit. I'm tired of the same old boring Brock Lesnar bullshit. You bring him back so he can spam his finisher button. You can give him more money than anybody on the card, probably, by multiples. So I gave this -2 stars.
I went lower.
Oh, wow.
How many F5s did Brock give him? 6?
6, 7, including the post.
All right, -7 stars, 1 for each F5.
Wow.
This was dog shit. This utter complete dog shit. It wasn't even like done in a compelling way, this type of match. It sucked. It was awful.
Wow. All right.
Next, what a ridiculous way to start off what is supposed to be this huge era-defining pay-per-views. You feed people this bullshit.
Ass.
Terrible.
Now I feel like an asshole because you gave it more negative stars than I did.
You liked it in comparison to me. Next up, you got Bronn and Bronson injury specialist defeating the Usos. This match was fine. I don't know. I kind of felt like it could have done more for the LA Knight Jey Uso story, and he was there, and they were kind of annoying each other, but didn't really play in the finish. It was a good win for Bronn and Bronson. Wrestling was fine. I gave it 3 1/4. It was all right.
I gave this match 3.5 stars because of the same thing you just said, but generally I usually rate these matches a little bit higher.
Well,
so
your upper limit on your scale 6, mine's only 5. That's why.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, I thought, hey, you know what? A really, really good Raw main event. In my book, that's about 3.5 stars. So that's where I went.
It was a good Raw main event. Next up, Stephanie Vaquer defeating Iyo Sky to win the vacant Women's World Championship. Steve, what'd you give this one?
I gave it 4.5 stars because fucking A, this match was awesome. And it even had, for the very first time in WWE, Stephanie Vaquer dropping a spiral tap.
You were not paying attention to NXT at all when we were watching it, were you?
No. Not at all. You know, I will say there's like kind of the difference between main roster and NXT because NXT that shit happens and it's like Booker T does wow with everything. And so like when Michael Cole freaks out and is like, oh my God, that was a spiral tap variation. I'm like, holy shit, this must be the first time she ever did it because Michael Cole just freaked out. So, yeah, I gave it 4.5 stars. The match is fucking awesome.
It was really good. I gave it 4.5 as well. Yeah, nothing to really quibble about. Great match. It was great to see Stephanie get so emotional. Her dad was there.
Yeah, that was cool.
Ringside.
That was real. I looked at that guy. I was like, oh my God, he's like close to our age. That's what he looks like. Mm-hmm. And that was really, really sweet. That was cool.
Yep, it was great.
We're very old.
Next up, Seth and Becky taking that L to AJ Lee and CM Punk. Now, if I was rating the first half of this match, it'd probably be around match happen territory.
2? Really? Interesting.
Well, the first half, I was starting to get bored.
Wow.
Once it started going, it was much better. I gave it 3.5 because at the end of the day, you know, the finish is what is kind of like the defining last thing that sticks with you for the most part. And the end of the match was much better than what preceded it, so I gave it 3.5.
I thought this match had great heat, big moves, and it was very long. And therefore, I gave it 4 stars. Also, I had a killer breakfast burrito. Like, I made it and ate it during it. So that adds to the experience as well.
Do you want to know what I had for dinner tonight?
Yes.
I had some loaded tots.
Loaded with what, may I ask?
Some shredded chicken.
Ooh.
Like a slaw I kind of made myself.
Oh.
And then barbecue sauce and spicy mayonnaise.
I love it. I love it a lot.
Good.
That sounds great. When did you eat it? During what match?
I think it was at Usos and Bronn and Bronson.
Okay. All right.
Second match, I think.
All right. Okay.
Right. It was really good, though. I wanted more. Finally, main event, Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes. Drew taking that L. Again, another match that was like solid and good, and if it was a SmackDown main event, I'd be like, all right, that's a good SmackDown main event. The story with the ref, I don't know. It just doesn't move me in any way. I'm not like, oh, wow, what a great story beat this is. They're just trying to find a different angle for Drew to lose these title matches rather than actually have his character really honestly grow and evolve. So I gave it 3 1/4. It was fine.
I gave it 3 3/4 because I thought it was really good. I know I complain about the ref, but that was kind of tongue in cheek. No, I thought otherwise. I thought it was actually a really good match. There were actual parts. There were parts where they had me, and I was like, oh shit, wait, is Drew like? You introduce a story where Cody's got like fucking brain damage in real time, It's like, oh, are they going to use that as a thing? Is Drew actually going to win this? Is this a real surprise that we're getting here as part of the promise of spectacle, surprise, and fun? And then it didn't happen, but they had me for a little bit. So I thought that there was some amount of drama for me anyways. So I give it 3 3/4. What did you say your score was?
3 1/4.
Okay.
I don't think there's any chance Drew had winning this match. None.
All right. Well, turns out you were right about that one. Good job. All right. Well, there you go. Now we need you guys to get on all forms of social media, create like graphics and stupid shit, right? Use AI if you need to. And then just, write some just blistering stuff, oh my God. Or you're an idiot if you don't agree with these guys. How about that? That's cool too.
Yeah.
This
is your thing, man. I don't know.
Well, no, listen, I'm trying to make us money 2 ways. Number 1, toxicity. Number 2,
how about this?
Alien
you handle the
protection
toxicity.
plates.
I'm gonna spearhead the alien protection stuff. All right.
Okay, if you can come
I
up
feel
with
like that's could be a real lucrative thing.
Okay, just don't cut me out of that and steal my idea. Like we all seen this now.
No. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay, something in your eye? Why
Yeah,
did you just do that? What you just did there?
My eye.
Not a fan of that. We do actually have some questions. Would you like to read some
It's
questions?
unfortunate. Yeah.
It's unfortunate that we have questions.
No, I happened to get something in my eye at that exact moment.
I don't think it was something in your eye. All right, here. Also, if anybody wants to answer a question, you're on the question thread. Super chats are a thing, so you can do that as well. Let's see here. Lord Blake Winehouse says, if both All Out and Wrestlepalooza were an omelet, what omelets would they be?
Like All Out would be like a 5-egg omelet for sure. Something huge.
Oh, it's so big. Sometimes too
almost
much.
too much.
Yeah.
And then you eat the whole thing and you get a little sleepy.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty good.
Yeah. Good.
And then for whatever reason at the very end, it's super good.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. No, I
I
like
don't know what
that.
that would be though.
What's in it? Yeah. What's in it?
You can't go
You
wrong
also,
with-
how about this? You also don't feel bad watching it. You
Yeah.
don't feel bad eating it. So it's
No.
feel like it's like spinach and maybe
You get
some mushrooms.
some veggies in there. Maybe they dice the tomatoes and put in the omelet. That's
Oh
good
yeah,
stuff.
it feels kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
I know you're not a cheese guy, but I'll take a little bit of mozzarella because that's
No,
not
no
terrible
cheese
for
for
you.
me, but maybe sprinkle a little bacon in there, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too much. WWE is like the all meat Marvel equivalent of omelets.
At Denny's.
I was going to say it's like at the buffet, like what it is. They
no.
pre-make the little omelets.
Like a Best Western buffet.
Yeah, where they pre-make the omelets and they have it under the heat lamp, so
Yeah.
it gets
Okay.
rubbery.
Yeah. Oh. Wow. Jesus.
That's what Wrestlepalooza.
Okay, but hold on a second. Wrestlepalooza had spectacle. What's spectacle in an omelet?
I can't think of anything that's spectacle in an omelet, honestly.
If it's on a fancy plate.
Well, then the plate's the spectacle, not the omelet.
Yeah, it's like the pyro. The pyro doesn't matter.
No.
That's what the plate is. Let's see here. B. York says, I didn't watch All Out today, but I'm starting to think it's time to try AEW again. Well, they're pay-per-views. He says, do you think WWE can turn around by WrestleMania, or it'll be a lot of the same? Okay, so I feel like they probably get a little pep in their step come Rumble. And I feel like by the time Rumble comes around, they'll actually have their act together until WrestleMania is done, and then it's going to go to shit again.
Yeah, you'll have probably 4 months, maybe slightly intriguing stuff, and the rest of the year it's competent but rarely compelling. This is Wrestlepalooza. It's those little mini omelets.
Yeah.
It's the tray of them. And so in there's a handful of good, fresh, warm, delightful omelets, little mini ones,
Yeah.
Because we did get one really good match at Wrestle.
Yeah, we got a really good match, yeah.
But then the rest of them are varying degrees of cold and just kind of a little bit rubbery.
So for some reason in my mind when you started to talk about, because I actually don't know what you're talking about, mini omelets, I started thinking of a bunch of little tiny omelets that are within one larger omelet.
Oh, okay.
Because he's saying sports entertainment has now merged. ESPN and WWE have merged.
Maybe I just invented mini omelets, and that is what the final form of sports entertainment are.
Maybe it's a real thing. It sounds fascinating. I'm going to go try to make a 1-egg omelet now.
Yeah. A few little things in there.
Get like two little diced tomatoes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You get like the one giant piece of onion that goes through the middle of it.
I don't know. I got a cramp on that one, but I got a cramp on that one. Chad McClarkham here with a Canadian super chat. Hey, says book Stephanie Vaquer's title run.
She has the title for a while.
She has a title till. So, okay, here's what we do with that. She beats Rhea in Perth. They do the.
No, she won't beat Rhea in Perth because Stephanie's wrestling Tiffany. It's Crown Jewel, man. Come on, you got to get with it.
No, listen, stop. That's good, but more collaborative. Tiffany loses her title to Rhea next week on SmackDown. She enters into the Fatal 4-Way. And
You just booked it as a Fatal 4-Way.
I did. And then Stephanie beats Rhea in Perth. And then after that, we've got Wrestle Dream. She returns to AEW, defends there, beats Tony and Mercedes in a stack situation.
Well, Tony's not even champion anymore, man.
Moves on to Full Gear in November.
Did you watch All Out at all?
Yeah, it's Statlander, but like it's cooler if it's Tony. No, because it's for the WWE title. It's for the world title. So like, yeah, Tony's not going to be in that match. So then she goes on to Full Gear, beats Hangman Adam Page for the title there. Survivor Series, Team Vaquer. It's Vaquer and 4 more Vaquers. They beat, they go back in time. They get Bruno, Hogan, Austin, and Roman. So they wipe the floor with the legends. Oh, and Cena. It's one of Cena's last matches. Move on to December, Saturday night's main event. She retires Cena and Brock. Stack situation. December is World's End. I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen there, but she wins there too.
Beats Okada?
Yeah, beats Okada, but also a 2017 variant of Okada there.
Oh, wow.
Right. 2027 happens. Aliens arrive. She's wearing a Steven Larson unnamed alien protection plate. They say you're cool. She beats them anyways, takes their ship, goes away.
Goes to the alien world. Yeah.
Dominates there. Done.
You did it.
Look at that. Chad McClarkham. He got his money's worth out of that one.
Broke my pen.
Let's see here. Oh, Nick Kyle has a good point. He says, does Brock Lesnar get suspended again for attacking that ref? He does. That's why they're not going to do it till December.
Yeah, could be.
Good point, Nick Kyle.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. We answered that. We answered that. Talked about that. Mr. Sinister says, do you guys think they told Undertaker not to do a lap riding his motorcycle around the ring like he usually does since the Stone Cold incident at WrestleMania?
Yes.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. 1,000%. That now, because of Austin having a couple too many Broken Skull IPAs, that's what happens. You can't have good things. Can't have good things because it's Stone Cold.
David Wondolowski here says, do you think the spiral tap should be Stephanie's permanent finisher?
No, it's a terrifying move. No, but I don't like her other one either. So, give her a stunner or something. I don't know.
You know what? I'm surprised they don't have her try out is a setup for the SVB, but rather than do the backbreaker, just do a powerbomb out of it.
Or like a tiger
like a package power bomb. Like she picks them up like a package power driver and then drops them on her knee. Just power bomb.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Position.
That'd be cool.
I think Kevin Owens did that once.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the knee thing. It looks like it hurts her for one thing.
Yeah, no.
I'm not a fan of that. Spiral tap's dope though.
Yeah.
But it's the kind of move, I don't know if like the margin for error is so thin there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like you have to be like, and I'm not saying, oh, she's going to miss it. I'm just saying like on top of that, I don't know what kind of damage you're doing to yourself.
Alex Foster asks, how much would you guys need to wrestle each other in Saudi Arabia, and what would the feud be about? I'm guessing
I'd take $1 million. For $1 million, I'd do it. $1 million, you're saying you wouldn't do it? Oh, is it because of the moral implications? What about $1 million for Madison Square Garden?
Oh, it's a consideration, yeah.
A consideration? There's no moral problems with that one.
The only problem is whether I injure myself beyond repair.
Oh, get out of here. Come on. It's you versus me, man.
Headlock City.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not going to take
I got a bad neck. You might pivot and...
Are you saying you don't trust me in the ring?
Well, how much experience do you have?
0.
Rest my case.
We can always start, man. We can always start. Anyways, we're gonna get to work on this alien protection technology.
Yeah, that's the new priority.
Yeah, it's gonna be our retirement right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna do it for the show. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're back live. Are we gonna do what's going on? What's next?
You want to do Raw after Raw's over on Monday? It's an early start. It's 4, I think.
Yeah, we'll do a Raw review after Raw is done on Monday. Our All Out review, we're about to film that. We're not going to do that live. We're just going to, do that and then put it up tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. And then, yeah, thanks everybody. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't already. We appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.